All I ever learned from love. New travel bag from Tortuga. All right, the Lite. 3.4 pounds. 3.4 pounds. Coming in at 3.4 pounds. The moment I saw this, I was curious about the fabric. The very first thing I felt was this handle, which feels real good. That feels real nice. That gets me excited to look at every nook and cranny of this bag. They also sent a packable day bag and one of their packing cubes. Okay, so let's check out what we're seeing here. First of all, let's look at the back panel. These feel great. These are gonna work good. This has immediately a stiffness. Okay, stiffness is the wrong word. Structure. If this was just a piece of webbing, that would be a little bit of a bummer. You can definitely, with this mesh and this amount of padding, you can completely lock in on this thing. Really get tight, and it's gonna feel comfortable. All right, let's look at these guys. See, Tortuga have always had beefy back panels. This is the most understated, sweetest. This is a sweet spot, okay? I really think this is elegant for Tortuga. I think this is elegant for travel. This is soft. This has a softness for sure. My first impression on this is like I kind of want it to be a little bit stiffer up here. But I know a lot of people prefer that gel-like softness, especially the ladies out there. I get it. I understand. You're not gonna have, this is not gonna be abrasive on your skin, this mesh, right? Which is good. I mean, the truth is this bag is going to definitely be a contender for you to go, all right, I need a bag, I'm gonna travel for the next 6 years. What's gonna work for me? This is gonna be a contender, that's what I'm betting. Let's hold off. What I'm seeing on this back panel is all positive. I love this mesh. I love the breathability here. This isn't like ridged underneath here, but back panel wise, this feels great. You can just kind of flip this inside this back panel like so, right? This is actually something a lot of people are starting to expect from their travel bag, because when you're traveling, especially when you're on overseas, far away, and maybe even for extended trips, it's just nice to be able to do some different shit like this every now and again. This can feel surprisingly clean when you're mostly just like throwing it on a bus and you're not gonna be rucking around with it. Not a lot of transit and walking. So nice to know that you can do it. But let's just overview here before I get into details on the material. Okay, big inner compartment. We've got a meshies over here, but look at this. See this? This is some dimension built in, okay? So that dimension built in on this side means this is a packing cube. Both of these are packing cubes. Shirts rolled up, undies and socks, whatever, right? This has dimension. You will want to use this. Okay, quick access pocket. Let's just see. Okay, perfect. That's great. That's a great size. You see the size here? Going right around to there. All right, quick access. Feels good. That's enough. There's nothing special about this. It's a flat pocket. It's just flopping into the bag. There's no structure added. There's no funny lining or softness to it, right? Tortuga have a way of making things simple, but solid. Back laptop compartment, all right? Now we have a little bit of velour in here, and it's pulled way up off the bottom of the bag. Fits a 16-inch laptop. This feels good throwing your laptop in here. Why? You got that velour, and then you have all this padding right here. Typically, bag companies just use a plastic sheet in here. That's absolutely normal, right? Then your laptop's gonna provide more of that rigidity here. Then a flat front pocket, a vertical flat front pocket. Zero organization, and it goes all the way across like this. It does not go down below here. It just goes across. So it's like the size of a book or something like that. You cannot fit your business papers in here. This would be ideal for a tech pouch, like the Track Lagan Pro, or I'm sure Tortuga makes something that goes into this. Perfect for a tech pouch. Otherwise, everything's gonna jumble in there. I prefer to use this kind of thing as phone, passport, AirPods. That's it. They have a key leash in here, which I dislike. I would not put my keys there because I'd leave in the Uber to the airport. I'd throw my keys on a key leash, and I want that someplace where it's not going to be in the way of every time I get my quick access. Now, there is an argument to be made for on-body side access of this thing, okay? Pretty great. So you're going over your left shoulder there, okay? You're leaving your left shoulder on, bam, bam, and then you actually want to go in with your left hand. It actually feels more natural to go in with your left hand. So you're going double left, bro. I think that's it. I don't see any surprise, like secret pockets, air tags, anything like that. Just solid. 3 shirts, a long sleeve. Normally I would do more of a rolly thing on the shirts, but I'm just giving you a sense of the space here. I mean, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4. This is 2 pairs of pants. I could get a whole other one. This is flat. This is flat. There's nothing. I could go into the space of these pockets. This has at least an inch, more than an inch, I would say, of capacity that I could just smush down. Like, this is super floppy like this. Throw a jacket on top. Undies and socks over here, okay? I mean, I'm just kind of throwing stuff now. What are you gonna do in here? Some tech? That'd be a good spot for some internal tech. One of the things I don't have in here right now is my big old headphones, my travel headphones, the headphones I live out of every day, right? My Focal Bethese, they have a big case, but I can't travel without them. I love them. I live in them. Can you see this thing? I mean, it feels so comfortable, and this is so light right now. 3.5 pounds is you know, it's not that light. You know, it's not like if this was just a Dyneema sack light. This feels comfy. This feels locked in and comfy. This is, I'll tell you exactly what this bag is. This bag is solid. This bag is, I need something that's, what's the price on this? All right, they're selling this for $250. $250, that's solid, that's solid. I would love to see, I mean, I could see this for like $195 and I'd be like, what? Just get it and commit to it, right? At $250, you gotta be like, all right, let's look at others, because if you're gonna pay $250, you might as well pay $350. What I mean by that, if you're gonna pay $250, you might as well be open to paying $350 because you're looking at a bag that can last you for a very long time. A, you're gonna be stuck with it. B, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. Go to matterful.co and look at the travel bag section. There's a bunch of options there. You know, you gotta compare this to the packed travel bag. You gotta compare this to the Boundary Heiress. You've got to compare this to the Evergoods travel bag, right? This is the most sort of, I have like, there's something I know about how many people are gonna love the softness of these straps. It feels good. This feels great. Simpleness of this material, which we haven't even talked about yet. It's kind of unremarkable. It's just sort of there. It's normal. It doesn't feel natural. It feels a little bit plasticky, feels shiny, but feels durable, water resistant, feels all the things. We don't have like huge water resistant zips around this thing. We don't have, it doesn't look like we have like a place for a rain fly. I don't even know if they make a rain fly. You see this curving going on. I've got the hip strap still in there, but you can see this sort of like softness. I think that's what they're referring to with the lightness of this, because this doesn't feel like it's just a light travel bag. Like, I don't know. Okay, yeah, this is 4.5 pounds. I don't think I have anything in there. This is 4.5 pounds. So it's a full pound lighter, right? So it's lighter for sure. What does this get me that one doesn't? Similar back panel, little bit beefier straps for sure. Whoops. You've got water sealed zips all around. I mean, this is different because they don't have 2 over here. Watch this, 2.0 of this. This is gonna have 2. I think that's a way better way of doing it. Oh, they have a huge admin panel on this one, right? All of this tech stuff. This feels great. This looks and feels really great. All right, so the Pro is $100 more. It's made with like a more durable, water resistant, kind of X-packy material, has water sealed zips, has more organization here in the admin panel, a little more tech stuff. It's the same laptop compartment. So going between the Pro and this, It's just a question of, it's like, is $250 a stretch for you? Then like stretch a bit, get this. If $250, you're like, I don't mind spending another $100 to get something that really works the way I want it to, then it's like, okay, you got to look at the Pro, you got to look at the Packed, you got to look at, Matterful.co and see what I've got up there right now. In fact, I need to go update that. You got to look at the comments here, because I'm asking you, what are you traveling with right now? What's your backpack that you have traveled with, that you're committed to, that you're doing it? There's nothing better than having a travel backpack that you travel with really well, that travels with you, that's like a companion that you've done several trips with, you know exactly how you roll with it. I'm a videographer, photographer, filmmaker guy, so like I have particular needs around tech. I tend to bring very few clothes and a lot of tech gear. I could do that out of this. I would prefer to do it out of something else if I was really traveling tech. If I was going around the world and just bringing my iPhone as the camera and a few little tech items, this would be a great option for something that's $250 that ends up being really durable, lightweight, like has all the features that I need, just the right amount of pockets and organization. Anyways, this is solid. There's nothing like having a travel backpack that you're just like committed to and going, because it's not about your fucking gear. Hey, hey, dude, I see you there. I see you wanting to buy something. I see you. I don't just see you. I know you. I have that same feeling. Buying something to make it work. It's not going to fill the God-shaped hole in your heart, man. It's not going to fill, dude, some of my most powerful journeys in my life. You know what the realization was? Right in the middle of it, just like, fuck, is this it? It's just me? It's just that feeling in me that I'm constantly trying to get away from. You know? This bag isn't going to solve that problem. Meeting a new friend in, Puerto Rico or fucking Portugal, that feels a little bit. It feels good to connect. Taking your kid to South Africa to see how the rich and the poor live right on top of each other. Whoa, that's hectic. And then how a fucking pride of lions moves because they're hungry. And like you are hungry like them, right? Just with your kid. That feels good. Making core memories feels good. Still at the end of it, like it's just you there. I don't know, maybe that's too sad. But sometimes the gear really matters. Sometimes you're lost somewhere and your fucking zipper breaks. And you just started your period and you're like, fuck, this sucks. I wish I was home. I need to call my dad. But your dad died. And so you're it. And sometimes the gear matters. Sometimes taking this seriously is a way of taking it seriously to get where you're going with the things you need to do it well. The goal is not just travel willy-nilly and be one of these fucking wild people. The goal is explore, experience, and return home to share with us what you've learned. Not to get fucking dysentery and almost not make it. I don't even know what dysentery is. This is a great bag from Tortuga. Shout out to Fred and the team over there. Super solid, really coherent, really solid, simple. And everything that you need to get where you're going. Now it's a question of just figuring out where you're going to go, who you're going to go with, what you're going to do, and then, get on the Travel Glad email series. I only have 3 emails right now. I'll write more in a minute, but they're just 3 simple tips on how to get more out of travel, how to travel more gladly. Shout out to Tortuga. Please use my links below because it does support the channel and it does put food on the table for my kids. This is literally what I do for a living. Thanks for watching and thanks for being. Thank you for being. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Bye.